I want you for you to share this page. Share this page. You know, my number is 100. So once I cannot reach 100, I will not start. So my number is 100. For me, I'm not hard to deal with. My number is just 100. So keep sharing the page until we hit 100. Then I will start the discussions. It is good for children to listen to their mother, and that's a good song from the small town club in Liberia. This morning we will be looking at the allegation made by Keff Hassan. You know, but before that, before I start, as I always say, Ellen Call, good morning. Good morning, Tanya Seva. Good morning, let me see here. Brother Donzo, for the Donzo, good morning. Who else? Muna Koti, good morning. Let me start. Good morning, fellow comrades and compeers of the magnificent Abraka Talk Show. I'm your lead host, Unze Ibrahim K. Kamara II. Broadcasting to you live from the state of Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love and sister like affections. You know, as I accuse Spoon of then supporting that Nathaniel Fallon McGill, he had a strong hand in Spoon Network. That is not the same. That Nathaniel Fallon McGill have a strong hands, big hands, money hands. Nathaniel Fallon McGill has a big hands in Spoon efforts. Why do you think they have not, up to now, they have not certified Audrey Honda, Punch FM? But that, just to make you to understand, you know, Keff Hassan, I have had a lot of respect for Keff Hassan. But for what Keff Hassan did, accusing our senators, not just one senator, not just ADD, he accused the Liberty Party because Keff said that ADD tried for him to, he requested for money before they can sign. That ADD requested. Now, I want for you guys to understand. That statement was made on Spoon FM. And that is the reason why I have Spoon FM local behind me. If not so, I will never use Spoon FM local in any given point in time. But let us look at what Keff Hassan said. Let us look at what Keff Hassan said, and then you be the judge. What they claim. You know, my country, Liberia, Liberians, we are the cause. We are the cause of hatred.
But we say how to do the show. All right. So I'm exhausted and I'm tired. It doesn't mean I cannot ask Minister Magid a question. And thanks to the rest of the team that asking Minister Magid these questions. Minister Magid, Dillon, and Dillon said that let Minister McGill tell us where he got the money from to buy his home. In less than 6 weeks into his position, he was able to go and get money to buy his home. I think actually we need clarity on that. What's going on between you and the sitting senator? Why are you coming up with this story?
I really do not want to respond to Dillon. In 1997, Dillon had an opportunity to work with Minister of Justice.
Now, that question, Nathaniel McGill did not answer it. Nathaniel McGill was stopping with his girlfriend before taking office. Nathaniel McGill was stopping to his girlfriend that working with Abie. That girl put Nathaniel McGill outside. Nathaniel Follow McGill was put outside of that girl apartment. Now, Nathaniel McGill, when he was stopped in a hotel, Nathaniel Follow McGill during the appointment of the official of government. Nathaniel McGill was stopping in a hotel at the time that Nathaniel Follow McGill was not having somewhere to stay. Now, you will understand that the question as Mr. Staton asked him, he never answered that. Where did you get your money from to build your homes? To build your homes, not just one house. To build your homes after finishing taking office, where did you get the money from? Nathaniel Follow McGill, yet he up to now he have not answered that germane questions. Now, Nathaniel Follow McGill, he have not declared his asset. Let Senator Dillon did. You know, when you are expeditious, the person around saying that the senator served for 9 months. This guy, the mud in their brain or what? The senator served for 17 months. And that not somewhat thousands, that, I will come to that. I will come to that. But no, I will come to that.
But we say how to do the show. All right. So I'm exhausted and I'm tired. It doesn't mean I cannot ask Minister Magid a question. And thanks to the rest of the team that asking Minister Magid these questions. Minister Magid, Dillon, and Dillon said that let Minister McGill tell us where he got the money from to buy his home. In less than 6 weeks into his position, he was able to go and get money to buy his home. I think actually we need clarity on that. What's going on between you and the sitting senator? Why are you coming up with this story?
I really do not want to respond to Dillon. In 1997, Dillon had an opportunity to work with Minister of Justice in the Solicitor General office. And by 98, I was working in the Attorney General office at the time. I was at the University of Liberia going to school at the university. I don't know which school Dillon was in at the time. But however, he and I worked at the Ministry of Justice for 4 years. And I thought Dillon, the fact that now he's a senator, you'll be more mature. But the fact that Dillon is accusing me of a horse that I bought or I entered in 4 years ago and tried to accuse me of corruption only suggests that he really doesn't have an issue. Somebody needs to ask Dillon when he declared his asset. He declared that he had $3.50. He worked for 9 months. According to him, he was making $5,000. By the end of the 9 months, he had $96,000 in your account, plus $20,000, $24,000 US dollars. That's over 100 and something thousand. Calculate. I don't know where he got the money from. But there's a real issue that I don't want to go to, and Dillon knows. And Dillon does not want me to expose him because I'm the Minister of State. And I know telephone calls that I get from these individuals. And so I don't want to go into Dillon's closet. Because if I go into Dillon's closet, Dillon will be disgraced. But the good news is, if Dillon is only accusing me of a horse, and he claimed that because I said I will get a loan from one bank, please suggest of supposing that no other bank will give me a loan, then something wrong with him.
Mr. McGill, I'm going to interrupt you. You don't want to go in there, but I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go in there. Senator Dillon, pressure the government of Liberia, the administration, for $2 million before and he would take part to sign for the new banknotes. For he and his Liberty cronies.
Let me get your information on the banknote issue. Dillon had made an argument that he wanted a report for the $4 billion before he would sign the agreement. He never had any disposition, but he was making some demands. The report was given to Dillon. How the $4 billion was used. And I said, Senator Dillon, you just get a check of $633,000 issuing Liberian labor, and you say asking how other people use the money. The central bank has issued that $1 billion was used on government expenditure. $2 billion went to a commercial bank, and the report is in your hand, and you're using the report as if to say you want to do. So you cannot see, and Keff Hassan is saying, because they were making demand for other issues, and they're now accusing people of being corrupt. But I think if you talk about corruption, Dillon should ask himself. I think he's the main man who is in the center of corruption. And if Dillon want to have a debate on the issue, we're exposing. And I'm ready to expose Dillon. And he knows I'm ready to expose Dillon on all his dirty deeds. Dillon, how you got $96,000 when you're making $5,000 per month? I'm on 9 times 5 a while. Y'all know math. 9 times 5 45. Where you got the extra money from? And he's proud to say he's going to come radio. So let's not end a good conversation on the long issue. I beg you, gentlemen. I beg you. When
Mr. McGill, I understand Keff make some statement here tonight. Are you agreeing? Are you agreeing with what Keff said, that they don't demand $200 million?
$2 million. $2 million.
$2 million.
$2 million US dollars? Yeah, $2 million USD.
Yeah, I'm giving his information. But I'm telling you, I have sufficient information on Dillon. If Dillon wants to be exposed, I will expose him.
Wow. Ben, we're going to close this thing.
I'm the Minister of State.
Now you can tell that Nathaniel Fala McGill, who is the Minister of State, he did not agree with Keff Hassan. Nathaniel Fala McGill, I will repeat myself. Nathaniel Fala McGill having people in his brain. Just go and consulting that he having mud in his brain. Nathaniel Fala McGill said that Senator Dillon made 96,000. Oh yes. Your gross salary is different from your net salary. Your income, your gross is different from your net. So that is, and the senator was able to calculate his net. The senator was able to say he having 23 or 24,000. The 96,000 was the amount that the senator get in the 17 months. And then the senator was able to break it down that what he have as a net, it is 23 or 24,000. How come that these cronies, those buffoons, will come and be gathering all around here? They need to understand common logic. Now, Keff Hassan said, Senator Abraham Darious Dillon requested pressurize the government. Now, how can the man pressurize the government and the Minister of State is not informed? How can ADD pressurize the government and then the Minister of State is not informed of the pressure that the mayor is pressurizing the government? How can that be? You clearly listen to the clip. You clearly listen to the clip. But I like the stand ADD talk. Now listen. Now listen to ADD.
Yekef's anger and the way he expresses his displeasure over national issues is not a reason we can't account for $4 billion. It's not Yekef talking at the president is the reason we can't account for $25 million infused in the economy or $25 million in stimulus package. Yekef talking at the president or any other person who is not doing the right thing for the country. It's not a reason we can't find 3 Liberians that are missing. Yekef talking the way he talks. It's not a reason why 4 auditors died mysteriously and no head, no tail about any criminal investigation. Yekef talking the way he does. It's not a reason why girl child or the children are being raped every day and no access to justice. When these things happen, then it angers Yekef and he expresses his view the way he knows best.
Thank you very much, Minister Isaac. Dope place.
Yeah, CEO, thank you so much. And before I go ahead, I just want to make a quick request to you, CEO. Pattern of things are very important. Yesterday we had Minister McGill here, and I'm sure we had left that open to Ben, like the people and Minister McGill, just for the sake of the country, so that the people understand the real issue. I just want to beg you, CEO, if we can suspend protocol a little bit today, because Senator Dillon is from the opposition. I'm from the side of the government, like Keff, and therefore we will be speaking from a diverse point of view. But you will agree that Ben, Dr. Abale, will be speaking in similar terms as the senator. So if we could suspend protocol a little bit today.
I will give you additional 45 seconds, and you'll be asking 3 questions instead.
Just thank you very much. And
you're welcome, sir.
You know, before I ask the senator, I want us to go back to what was said earlier on. It is important we don't leave these things hanging. The senator is today so much interested in people providing evidence because they have accused him of corruption or an act of corruption. The senator is today backing the actions of Senator Youngblade Kanga, who suspended her staff because he accused people of corruption. Let's not close our eyes on the fact that Senator Dillon is the #1 accuser of corruption towards people in this country. He has accused the president. He has accused Minister McGill. He has accused Minister Samuel Twe and everybody. Not a single time the senator did bring to us a recording as an evidence, a sheet of paper as an evidence. So interesting that the senator is so much interested in evidence today. Are we now safe to say every single time the senator accuses anyone, he must also present the evidence before we take him serious? I would think the senator will not want to go there, and he will agree that evidence today because of accusation towards him. And let me say this, I don't want to believe the senator will say he has not been hearing this issue of 2 million around the place. You know, for us, we are government officials. We can't just say something outside just like that. But there are things we hear around the corridors a lot. And I can safely say the senator must have heard the issue of $2 million around the corridors, around the place. But again, that is up to him to come and defend his own corridor. But to insinuate that people should present evidence because they accuse him of corruption, I'm sorry to be strong in my words, is a total hypocrisy. Now, Senator, let me just ask you quickly. You have always said that you will be transparent with the Liberian people, and I appreciate that. And that whenever you received a penny that is not your salary, you will let the Liberian people know. Now, I just want to be broad and ask if that has been the case. Senator, has there been any time during your tenure as a senator where you received any money that was not your salary and maybe outside of your just benefits that you did not tell the public? Just a yes or no, and we can move on.
No, I won't get yes or no. You ran all around with a prison, so
no, you can answer. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have said before that the president is creating room for suspicion of corruption by himself. The failure to declare his asset and make it public, and to jump the bill for the 9 condominiums and break down his house on 9th Street when he couldn't do it entire years before he became president, is a room for suspicion for corruption. And so those accusations must be investigated. Is that direct accusation? No. I have said the fact that the president is not transparent, then that means he is creating room for suspicion of corruption. And it smells as corruption when you are not transparent, because you gave people reason to speculate. And it's all of these investigations on the acquisition of property by the president and McGill and probably even yourself, then we are serious in fight against corruption for transparency. President, we won't be president tonight. I've said it over and again. Now, when people in government say, Dillon, we have credible evidence that Senator Dillon is caught on audio soliciting for $2 million in bribe to sign a resolution, then that means the government has the evidence. And a government that is so evident to get rid of Senator Dillon and opposition to the point where even a Facebook post by Minifoga Dumwe or anybody in opposition will cause the government to declare you wanted, arrest you and put you in jail. And the government has the evidence of Dillon soliciting for bribe. And it has the evidence. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What the whole government waiting for? The government is just outright lazy in fight against corruption. And because of that, they're looking for everybody to be corrupt. And sadly, they form the wrong person because they haven't seen me. And when I said I will be transparent with everything I receive in the legislature, of course I have been. Every time we receive extra sitting fee, I announce it. When we receive constituency break fee, I announce it. Except you want me to announce it every month, I just don't pay. Or except you want me to announce constituency break fee is annually. So I made you to understand and to know that every year we receive $10,000. And once I said it the first time and it continues to flow, that means you already know. When we are on break and the president will call us to session, which is a tradition, as part of the budget, we are giving extra certain fee. I signed for it and I made it public. I continue to do so. So which one you know that I didn't announce? So tell me so I can announce it for you.
Oh, you did not answer. I'm sure you did not answer the question at all. Now, let me repeat. You understand. I'm sure you listened to me, but you didn't understand. What I'm saying is, outside of your just benefit and outside of your salary, have you told the Liberian people every single time you did receive money? Again, let me say outside of your just benefit and outside of your salary.
But if now, it is also my just benefit, I don't. If it is also my just benefit, then it means a bribe or something that I'm not supposed to take. You expect me to take it in division.
Senator, if you were just to say no, yes, I have said it now, I only asked
But you
them
said,
because
outside of my just benefit and salary, you expect me to take something outside of my just benefit.
just quite recently, your colleagues had to talk about some money you got before people got to know about it, and you even apologize. Coming right now. I'm not going to say you know. Recently, when Gray had an issue, that's why I'm asking.
Which money my colleague talking about? I didn't talk about.
Senator, you know what I'm talking about. Just quite
No,
recently.
say in the public. No, say in the public.
How much was he giving? Then you just wait some more. Then you wait.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna give Minister Doe the chance to continue, and probably he will say, Minister Doe.
Like I'm saying, it was quite recently when Senator Dillon even apologized for not coming rightly. I'm not going to school Senator Dillon on what he knows. Senator Dillon knows exactly when they received the money, and Carlos had to post the check all on Facebook, and he came back with a press conference.
What's that? Let's get something straight, Minister Doe. What is that the check? The check in question, was it before the election or after the election? Which one are you talking about?
I think it was before the election. But the senator, I'm going to tell you what he knows. He knows exactly what I'm talking
about. But the senators just spoke about that, though.
No, now
it was a fake check.
No. Are you following the pattern?
I'm a little confused. Help me out.
Okay, please don't be confused. Let me make you understand again. I only asked the senator because when he came into power, he told the Liberian people that he is the light. And I appreciate someone being the light, because definitely this country needs to change. I do appreciate it. That whenever he receives anything like money, even initially he said benefits, he would
Can I hold you 1 minute? Can I hold you 1 minute? When you said definitely the country needs to change, you from your position, why are you saying that? What needs to change?
See, even America needs to change, even you everywhere. I mean, you cannot tell me that everything is rosy. We have problems everywhere. So things.
I just want to be very clear that you didn't have a slip of tongue, but continue, please.
Absolutely not. Even the senator needs a change. Everybody needs change. I'm not sure anyone is perfect, so I don't think you want me to agree to you that everything is perfect. But like I'm saying, the senator did say he will make the Liberian people aware of everything he is doing and anything he receives. It was later on where he clarified and said, well, he would take his just benefit and XYZ. So I'm asking the senator, if that has been the way things have gone so far with him, if he's aware that these people, his people, have gotten from him every single time he did something or received anything. That's the best I'm asking. And I'm hopeful that you are not confused right now. I know, Ben, is not easy, but let's let the senator to speak to this. Ben, you will be okay.
Yeah, we're going to do the round table with the senator speak. You got one more question to go for us to move to the next person. Honorable Dillon, please. You like to respond to?
Yeah. Right on the platform, I rubbish that nonsense that was coming for Carlos Gray and South Joseph. Then we received $10,000, which I announced for constituency break. We're closing for our annual break. And then they came back and said we received extra money for medical benefit. And we were right on this phone show, and I challenged them, and they brought fake check that they themselves knew that was not true. Everybody beat them down on it. And since then, except that something else Mr. Doe is talking about, and then maybe they will come to it. Look, my brother, I'm running against a government that is looking for me. By any means, if they have anything credible, would not be asking if and no question, yes or no question. They will have put me in the docket a long time. These people don't have anything credible.
Okay, let's move forward.
No. You got one more question for us, Minister Doe. I say
Minister Doe. It's okay. Let's Keff coming. Keff coming.
Okay. All right. You asked for it, though, but Keff coming.
Yeah, let's Keff coming.
Senator Dillon, one of my favorite songs that I really love, I listen to it almost every day. It's from Barry White. It's called "Practice What You Preach." I love that song, and I guess you like that song also. Practice what you preach. Let's go back. Let's establish a pattern here. Let's have a conversation.
I'm not having conversation with you until you produce that audio.
Mr.
Already. I'm not having conversation.
Well, we will still have to give him a chance to ask his question. If you choose not to answer, we'll move on.
No, that waste of time. I won't answer.
But he's one of the panelists. Let him ask. So let him ask his question. Don't answer, but let him just get his two questions out, Senator, please.
You will produce that audio before he have conversation.
Keff
Hassan, go ahead.
You and I did not talk about audio, so I don't know where you get that from. But let's say this.
That written document. I wrote letter for 2 million.
Senator Dillon.
That audio, that document I wrote.
Senator Dillon. Let's establish a pattern here. You know. Yeah,
you want establishing it until you produce evidence of $2 million.
Just have his time, Senator. I'm sure you will respond.
The waste of the people's time. More than 3,000 people here waiting for
Senator Dillon, Minister Doe, let's do this. Senator Dillon, please. You were right. We have over 3,700 people listening to you, Senator. I don't know why, but people want to hear about this $2 million issue. We will give Keff Hassan the chance. Yes, and I would jump in to ask as well. But yeah, Keff Hassan asked his two questions. You choose not to answer it. But then he could have asked his two questions, Senator. Let's give him the chance, please.
I will use my.
Go ahead, Keff.
Senator Dillon, we gone off.
Yeah, he listened to you. Go ahead.
I have the question.
No, Minister Doe, we're not doing that. Minister Doe, Keff has to ask his question. Keff, ask your question.
You know, guys, and he's not on, but
he listened to you. But you know why? He's the guest. Okay, we will not control his temperament. Are you going to ask your two questions? Let the people hear your question.
Listen, we need to establish a pattern here. Like I said, my favorite song is "Practice What You Preach." Let's go back to the 4 billion. 4 billion and banknotes. Senator Dillon asked for a report for the 4 billion banknote. He did ask for a report. Senator Dillon campaigned to the Liberian people that he needed a report. Why Senator Dillon had this report 6 months ago? 6 months ago, he had this report. And I want to ask him if he can come on, if what I'm saying is false, is faulty. If he had this report 6 months ago, that's why I wanted to ask him.
Okay, so that's your two questions.
That's why I wanted to.
No, hold on, gentlemen. The Keff will ask his two questions. Is that your question, that's or you get one more to go? What's the second one, Keff?
6 months ago. And the second is, within that report 6 months ago, if any other, Isaac Doe asked about it, if any other funds that Senator Dillon received, we are producing it to the Liberian people. I need to answer these two questions. Any other funds that he received, we are producing it to the Liberian people. He needs to answer these two questions, and I will have a follow-up.
But where's that $2 million
listen, no. We will not do that, Dr. Peabody. We're not going to go there. We're going to get there, and we're going to have some order here. The senator is back. Senator Dillon, you went off. You choose not to answer Keff's question. We will move on. But each time we have to include Keff into the questioning. It's up to you if you want to answer it or not. So now let's go back to Dr. Peabody before we get to Ben. Darious, ask your question.
No, Mr. Don't give me a chance. Mr. Don't give me a chance.
That's a bit service to the
Librarian. No. Listen, gentlemen, please. Gentlemen. No. Gentlemen, listen. No, listen, please. And I beg everyone, we are all professional and responsible. You cannot drag the senator to answer any question. That's not what we do on the show. No. Listen, Minister Doe. Minister Doe, please. All right? Kev have asked his two questions. Senator Dillon is refusing to answer Keff's question. We have to move on, please.
On condition that he
All
the evidence.
You know why Senator Dillon is refusing to answer this question? Because the same pattern that he chose to use on the 2 million, he had the same pattern that he chose on the 4 billion of soliciting, according to my sources, funds. That's why he refused, because there's a pattern.
All right, thank you very much. And I must say this to everyone. Again, I will tell you that we will still follow the order on the show. I cannot force any one of you guys or even our guests to answer or ask a question
because
that you choose not to. So Keff Hassan, you have Keff Hassan, Brother Hassan, you have asked your question, and we will remain calm and professional. Please, Senator Dillon, you want to respond to something?
Yeah, I want to say something.
Yes, sir.
I have decided that school talk was used yesterday to make a very grave, what I believe to be unfounded allegation against my character. And I agreed to come on the show today to place a face on camera to see the evidence or listen to the evidence. It was on this network that my character was brought to question. I know my character, I know my reputation is intact. Henceforth, and at this meeting, if you use Stanton and the entire school management cannot press Mr. Keff Hassan to show proof, whether audio or written, or by whatever means he believes he has evidence to prove it tonight. And right now, I will conclude the show now and then say goodbye.
Okay, but we get a round of questions and we will get into that.
Well, then we can come for another time. Everybody
here's the issue.
The proof of $2 million acquisition in bribe. And I'm not going to give another meaning to the show. If this show cannot press Keff Hassan to show proof.
Let me say something to you, Senator Dillon. Senator Dillon, let me say this, and gentlemen, please let me remain in the confines of our rules, please. Keff Hassan, you made an allegation yesterday, all right, that Senator Dillon requested 2 million United States dollars to sign the new family bank note. And you say you could have shown your proof. Do you have any evidence to that he requested $2 million directly or indirectly from anyone? Do you, Senator
CEO, let me say this to you. I'm here to prove Senator Dillon pardon in the Senate. Right. Senator Dillon said to the Liberian people, I'm going to the Senate to change things. So I'm here to prove Senator Dillon pardon, that he's not there to change things. He's there as business as usual. So I want to go from the 4 billion that Senator Dillon, if he can deny or confirm.
Go ahead, Keff. We'll listen to you.
I'm sorry. When call come in my phone, it just interrupts me. If Senator Dillon can confirm or deny of receiving funds over $500,000 in the 4 billion, if he can confirm or deny, and let's prove it from there.
But Keff Hassan, hold on 1 minute. Keff Hassan, you gotta hold on, Keff. Stop being too anxious here, please. Let's just calm down. Just calm down, please. Oh, we're having a discussion. You are accusing the senator of requesting for $2 million. On this show, we do not want to be buyers. We do not want to seek favors. I'm just asking you, do you have anything to substantiate what you are saying? I'm not talking about the past, and I would not take that, Minister Doe. I'm not talking about the past. Do you have anything? Do you have any other way to prove that the senator requested for $2 million? Yes or no?
We have to establish a pardon. We have to establish a pardon here of the senator.
What is the pattern, man? Go ahead and say.
We have listen, let's say this. We all watch and proceeding in this country. We have to establish a pattern.
But it's not a factor,
You're not making any sense.
No, gentlemen, hold on 1 minute.
Sorry.
Is it a factual pattern or what are you talking about?
It's a factual
You're
pattern.
wasting our time, man.
Talk to me, Kev, my brother, please.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Let's say this.
What do you have? What do you have?
Nothing.
Let's say
That's what he has, Stanton. Nothing.
Ben, can you please keep quiet?
Stop wasting our time, man.
Can you keep quiet? There is a
Who can keep quiet? You spewing.
Ben, please.
It's a factual pattern that this senator,
and be letting people be using you.
according to my sources, that this senator has received over $500,000.
So he challenged you. Show the evidence. Where is it? The man is on the national radio challenging you. Challenging you. Show the evidence.
I want the senator to deny.
I mean, then why can't the senator speak for
I
himself?
want the senator to deny that he never received. He never received.
No.
Because you guys are wasting our time.
No, Ben.
I completely waste of time. You accuse this man.
What accusation you do with that?
All right, gentlemen, this is what we're going to do. Gentlemen, this is what we're going to do. Keff Hassan. Gentlemen.
That was the time. You have to lower your receiver, please.
Okay.
You know, that was at the time they brought Keff Hassan to a Benani.
Yeah.
What is the name and where are you calling off from?
Abraham, I'm Rebecca calling from Moorhead, Minnesota. Look, our country is in serious trouble. Very serious trouble. Look, guys, they are all bullshitter. Look at that nonsense. You are sitting on a national platform talking about that man took $2 million bribe to sign a brand new bando. And you are now, they are asking you, and like I said, Spoon is not a credible station for Liberia people. He is a buyer. I don't like him. I never liked him, and I will never like him today. I don't care what anybody can say to me. And they need to stop what they are doing.
They need to suspend Keff Hassan.
Even the dog, Minister Dog, whoever. This is the minister that y'all call minister that ruling our country. This is the reason why our country is, excuse my language, fucked up now. And if we not fight and stand together and take our country back, we ain't gonna have no country. No boys, they are nothing but bunch of crook and raw and killer. You are telling somebody on national TV that you got proof. He took a $2 million bribe. And you're talking about, I got my sources. Is that what you call proof? I'm pissed watching this show right now, and I'm still going to watch it. I'm pissed. That's why I never watch
You know, the frustrating thing about it is that Nathaniel Fola McGill does not even know. Nathaniel Fola McGill does not even know how many months that the senator spent in her first term.
Abraham, number one, if you are a caterer, you will look for somebody to join you. These guys, and they are all crooks. They are robbing our country so bad, and they are looking for the good people to bring them down. Wait then, show me one proof. Even during the election, they can't be the senator.
I'm coming to you, Samuel.
He always asks for document, a proof of everything that they were doing. That's what making the Ghanaian really mad. But like he said, I enjoy the answer that he gave yes now. He is ready. Number one, you fight the whole government, a whole corrupt government, and you think it's going to be easy? But we trust I trust my senator. Look, we're not bad people, we're not stupid.
Thank you.
We know what we're doing. We're not stupid.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Let's take our next caller. Samuel, how you doing?
Hey, Abie, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You know, it's a shame.
It really is a shame.
He disgraced himself. If Keff Hassan were my brother, I would have begged him to leave the show for some time. Keff Hassan he disgraced himself.
He disgraced not only himself, he disgraced Spoon.
No, And this is why the other time when you brought a topic that Spoon TV was compromising working for the government, and a few people thought it was a joke. When you look at, let's do it piece at a time, okay? When Nathaniel McGill went there, look at the kind of question that Waterspoon was asking. They were not relevant questions. That's number one. Number two, he pretended that he was so tired.
You live, go ahead.
And he was, and when they asked, when people started texting, he's everything I brought video the other time, how he's sitting, how he's standing, how he's talking, word for word, question for question. That's another thing. Let's deal with Keff. You know, Keff Hassan embarrassed himself. This is the reason why somebody. Now, the question, Keff Hassan said, I got her to prove if they don't come here tomorrow. So, simple. There is my evidence when they gave him the time. He did not prove anything. All Keff Hassan was doing was just to entertain McGill and John McGill to lie.
But even Maggie did not even say agree to Keff Hassan. Well, all the way, Keff Hassan was talking rubbish.
Keff Hassan, you know, it's remove the worst said is not serious because Keff Hassan said he produced the evidence and is guilty, but if you don't come and there's no evidence, he will expose if you don't have the proof. So we're waiting to see if Hassan will leave. My brother, this is why I want to say to all the opposition leaders, they should stay away from Spoon. Spoon is there to help the opposition to confess and expose themselves to the government, and the government will find a way to attack. Spoon is like no cover CIA for the government. The opposition to expose their strategies.
What do you think up to now the CDC channel have now been able to appear on Spoon?
So if the opposition know what's them, they should stay away from Spoon. Liberian people go anywhere to get information. They can come on your platform, they can go to Costa, they can go anywhere else. But if they start Spoon FM, we just keep embarrassing themselves.
Thank you.
It'll be too hard. My master lies for Josh. And you see, it's a shame the country elected a president that cannot speak for the people, he cannot speak for himself. It's a shame that McGill is the one going from radio station to radio station to speak for President Wayne. Now, the Liberian people need to learn. This guy did not say anything. You people voted for him. And the situation has the difference between this guy and getting elected. For sure, he sits in the back and enjoy the glory. That's the campaign they start now. That's why you see McGill going, the president, and as to Mr. Doe, it's a shame. That's why when I hear Doe living in America, I don't believe it. You know, how does he pronounce that? It's a shame. Look at the food they'll get while they're called minister. That guy.
That guy's a total embarrassment.
You know, yeah, they got even to pronounce the word shit. It's so difficult for the guy. So now when I hear he works in America in the bank and stuff, I said these are some of the things that are supposed to send back to Africa. Then with the same people and bring them forward.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm embarrassed. And please give me a bit of time. Okay. They don't need to be careful. CDC is playing a game, and they don't have to be careful. It's the game they're playing.
Somebody line breaking. Your line is breaking.
Hello?
Yeah, you're much better.
You get me now?
Yeah, you're much better.
I said ADD need to smart. If you look at the situation that there's been a launch on him, attacking, so he can make some statement or do something funny, and they will use it to capitalize on him. CDC know I wanted the strong pillar of CPP now that belong. So their target now is hard to belong down. To listen to team at the attention to team. I tell them again, say, oh, if you check my account, go to comment, I have a 20,000, let the local and sound letter of resignation, blah, blah, blah. It's not my guilt and me. If he got the courage, the ministry, let him stand that there for audit. To be
but why Nathaniel Fala Magia have not declared his asset?
No, the man said, you don't have for him have more than 20,000 in his account. So that's not our fault. So the asset that he declared, he give the assets to an international body. They don't it, and then the both of them, their offices go for audit. If Nathaniel got the courage, because usually if I want to run with it on Facebook. And when you listen to McGill, these people only running with 6 on Dillon, and they're targeting Dillon because they know he's one of the head of CPP. So they're trying to see if they can find a way to incriminate him. And Dillon needs what he says in his post. Not everyone respond. Dillon need to ignore CDC because CDC is on a campaign, and the campaign is Dillon that somehow. Well, he's going to mistake some with the land. So they don't need to be smart and let these guys run with what they are running with and ignore them. Or else, these guys will pull him, made a statement, or he will say something that he might end up regretting and coming back and apologize for it. Dillon needs to be smart.
Thank you.
These guys are up to something. They are definitely up to something. Me, I'm doing a challenge to Nathaniel Magia. Magia told he wants a letter of resignation between he and Dillon. Let him call for audit. He should declare in public his self Dillon, and then let the both of them let them audit their offices. Then whoever stole or whoever put their hand in the cookies jar, then the letter of resignation can affect that person. But I had 20,000 before. Dillon can, if you get a lot, there's some they now stop the last again before campaign, and Labrador people needs to open their eyes. John, we are not today. John, we are not bobo. That George, we are you people elected. The work Magia doing now, that we are supposed to be telling you people what he's going to do, how he did it. So Labrador people, if you guys don't open your eyes, trust me, you will regret it again. And Keff Hassan, it's a shame.
Thank you.
Very, very big shame for Keff Hassan. Thank you, baby.
Thank you. Hello, what is your name and where are you calling out from?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. You know, Abraham, these guys are acting like 2-year-old kids, you know, in the classroom where their teacher asks, they want to be relevant. They say, me. They're raising their hand up and they say, hey, everybody clap for them. Yeah. Those are the things Keith then doing on the show, on Spoon TV. Making, you see, I feel somehow, I know some people will be angry with me, but I feel sorry for George Weah in a way, because he doesn't know better than he has also same people around him, like McGill, all these Akara Gray or whatever his name is, they're just speaking loosely, all of them. Nobody to even represent this government in a rightful way. It's so sad. Yesterday, Keith come over there. The last time, let me go back. When we were talking about Justina Taylor that day, he came on and said she's, I know, mentally something wrong with her. Like he's a doctor to diagnose her. You know, you can't just make a reckless statement, especially when you on the platform that people listen to internationally or what around the world. You have to be, before you say something, analyze it, critically think about it before you open your pipe. He came yesterday, accused the senator of, I know, money, whatever.
$2 million.
$2 million. Don't you have a proof before I come to you or come to we the?
But the mayor said previously before yesterday, the man said previously that he had the evidence.
Yeah.
That he had the evidence to prove. Now the spoon talk show was on Saturday. On Friday, the man said that he had evidence. On Saturday, they invited the senator. The senator said, I will not talk to you until you can be able to provide me with the evidence.
Yes. And you on Friday you accuse the man. If I coming back on Saturday or whatever day, I'm coming with my ammunition to show the word, to show the Liberian proof. Hey, this is what, and we are not here to back our senator as much as I love his working style, however he's working. If he did wrong or doing something corrupt and deceiving, I will want to know. But be honest. It's like when Eugene Fago open your mouth, so lies. You see, Eugene Fago will never talk about the 3 people that died in Cote d'Ivoire, the Liberian people. They don't touch subject like that. Deaf subject, the other guy was burned with acid. We don't hear Eugene Fago information team, minister, deputy minister, who did they just sugarcoating the government, George Weah, so they can keep their job. Some of them still hustling for government jobs, so they will say any negative thing. I'm so sick and tired of them. Keep Spoon TV. You need to please, for integrity's sake, you need to get rid of Key. Key can't think before he talk. He, as a grown man, you have to think before. You can't just act.
But the surprising thing about that interview on Friday, the Minister of State does not even know that the senator spent 17 months.
Yeah, he coming on there calling the president hands. Yeah, y'all know Bogdan. We are okay. You're coming and help this man. Or let all help and put him in the right direction. But all of you just acting like some vagabond, just loosely talking. I'm sorry to use the word, but I'm so tired with them. And when people speak, then they say, oh, you opposition. No, I'm not an opposition. I'm not a ruling party. I'm a neutral Liberian, common sense thinker. If anybody from the ruling party or opposition does something, we'll be at them. But you bring something tangible so we can talk about. Not act like bunch of kindergarten kids just to be relevant or bully lake. We are all day. I know whatever you're looking for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Koro, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hi, Brian. This is T calling from New Jersey.
T, go ahead.
Yeah, Brian, this is my thing with the key Hassan, Dillon, and all of that. You see, Spoon TV, I think what's going on, and he don't be careful, it going to his head, thinking he the bigger platform, he got numbers, so he bringing all these people. I listened to my gay interview, and
on Friday, right?
Yes, all the people he bring on his show, he gave the CDC people, they said that the whole platform to talk all day. When somebody who come opposition come there, Dillon come there, he will interrupt the person. They can't even finish the statement. Now, this one I thought about it. You see the Acid Door and Keff Hassan. Acid Door is supposed to be what, deputy minister?
Deputy minister to minister of youth and sports.
Okay. Don't he have job to go out there and see what more he can do?
No, the mayor having his job 5 o'clock. The man got to get $500 for starting. Starting gave him $500 that for partnering with them for sitting on that show. He received $500 at the end of the month. Now, so the deputy minister needs to come there because he knows that the government is not paying him.
Yeah, but they don't make sense. That's the whole thing. Coming on a show, if you put a political platform together, have intellectual people. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what party they're from. And for Keff Hassan, that's really what turned me off about him. And the thing is a joke because they'll be laughing about it. And the thing he asks tough questions. When he asked Alexander Cummings that stupid question about gay, this, that, or running Coca-Cola is different from running a government. If a man who a manager or who manage a whole corporation worldwide, how can he not run the country? And Joe Weah came from the soccer field and he running the country. You understand? So both of them who got knowledge of things. And not only that, Dillon did the right thing to tell them, say he cannot talk to him until, and I mean, Dillon, I will pursue it that he bring me proof. If him bring me proof, Spoon TV should be held accountable for that because they're the one breaking the people. And one thing to know, understand, when people say something, he thinks it's about friendship. He keep these people on his show what have no input into nothing. I don't know where to go to school or where to live, or sometimes not even school, sometimes common sense.
Nadia, common sense, my sister. Common sense is it.
Before you talk. He think it's a joke. Nathaniel Magekin that he accused Dillon. He say he got bunch of proof. Okay, if you came to a place, if they tell you say Abraham, I gave you this job, but we want to know what you have in your bank account before we gave you the job. For my safety, I would tell them what I have because when I leave here, I don't want nobody accusing me.
Nathaniel Magay cannot be. Nathaniel Magay cannot be able to tell the people.
They have nothing. They have nothing. Or they're pregnant. When they're pregnant, it's precedent. Okay? All these people building the massive houses, living the luxury life, while the poor people suffer. But again, it go back to our people. If they don't open their eyes and pick the right leader, they must set their light job. We have been giving them rice behind closed door, and people be giving them rice. They put soda panel light on that will not last there. And in the house is dark, under the street light. But when you stay in the street light and you go in your house, it's dark, then no food there. So let them do it. So my advice, everybody's saying the city, Stanton need to see the panel that he will have before he bring people on to talk. People like Hassan and Isaac, those shouldn't be on that panel because both of them, I'm sorry, deny to the standard of having discussion of certain things. I'm sorry. So that's my
you know, before you go, you know, the surprising thing about it is that for the Minister of State, you know that the Minister of State did not support Keff Hassan's statement.
No.
Now, for the Minister of State, without knowing how many more that the senator spent in the House of Senate, the master of the senator spent 9 months. And the senator spent 17 months.
But they're not doing that job, Abraham. They're just doing that paycheck these people don't. It's sad, you know, the CDC, when I watched some of the video on YouTube, how the people were protesting all the years. In order they came to power, they read the Constitution backwards. They reciting the Constitution backwards. That's why they don't want the people to be educated. Because if the people is educated, the people will know the wrong from right. And I think we who as Liberians in this country, what opposition, what kind of position, we need to educate our people about the voting right and the vote, what the vote means for them. They shouldn't put people there because of friendship or what they like. You ask the person, what you going to do for me? What my child going to become? What you going to do for my child? What empowerment can you empower my child life? What empowerment can you empower my life? A living situation, taking me from point A to B. Instead of, oh, we just like the man, he tells he that. You understand? Liberian got to open their eyes. And like Alexander Cummings said the last time, Liberia is far behind. They shouldn't lie. They shouldn't lie to them. It's far behind. And I don't know, we pray that we'll catch up one day if we get the right leader. But we need to start putting friendship before life. Because our people don't. Oh, the man was there. The man used to bring rice on the camp. The man used to do this. All the people, nothing.
Nathaniel Magay not even know the difference between net salary and gross salary.
That's it.
Because he saw the senator exposing that he made 96,000 has gross. Has net, the senator said, for what I have in now, is 24 or 23,000.
Yeah.
They went the wrong way.
If somebody said the guy died on me, I would rather you bring the proof. If you don't bring me proof, I cannot talk to you till you prove it, because these are the kind of people that are scamming a lot of people character. Bring me the proof, expose me, but don't hold on to it. You understand that the dirty politics, liberal politics, the kind of dirty way they look at it, either to lie or to do this. But listen, Liberia as a whole, we just got to push the message to our people back home. Vote smart. Vote smart. Your life depends on it. You cannot live the kind of life your whole life and putting people because you like them. That's all my advice to our people, and we got to continue to push that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Kora, what is the name and where you got on from? Your line is too bad. I'm sorry, we cannot take it. Let me bring you.
I heard the gentleman on Spoon FM last night say Dillon and my good friend, when he come to America, will drink beer. If you can agree to calculate lie against me, that means I'll drink beer with you. If you can lie to bring somebody down, fighting to fight to change the country, if you can go to that level to lie, what you think again use the person in the drink? That means I'll say I drink beer with you. I'm stupid. See, this is really think Darious Dillon stupid like someone else. You plotting against me by any means at all costs, even unreasonably against your own conscience to lie. Then you say Darious Dillon and my man will drink beer together. Beer? Beer? We can sit down in the same test friend together. We gotta know what they will get you to joke me. We can be in the same space together before we talk about drinking beer. This is no hatred. There is no carry hate.
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm Abraham calling from UK.
Abraham, go ahead.
You know, Abie, thank you for your show. I'm one of your regular listeners.
Yeah.
And you always bring information to our people. I think Liberia, we need prayer.
We really need prayer.
We need a lot of prayer, because if the community don't want to see somebody doing good, if you're doing good, they want to bring you down, then that's a trouble. It's because Dillon is doing good. This is why they want to bring him down.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
But one thing I believe, you know, Abie, when you are protected by God, no one can bring you down. Dillon is protected by God.
Mm-hmm.
No, Abie, I knew Dillon more than 20 years now. Dillon and myself, when I was working for the Transport Union of Liberia, I used to interact with Dillon on a daily basis. Dillon is a man that believes in a word. Dillon is a man that stands by what he says and what he means. Most of our people don't know Dillon. Dillon is a man that would never give up on the truth. You know, when Dillon was working with TCGU, most of our problems used to go in front of Dillon office. Dillon is the one that used to investigate most of the Transport Union issue. Dillon will stand by you when you write. Certain time came in the union, I was very tough, and I used to take hard decisions in the union. I became, targeted by other people. For every time we carry the case in front of Dillon will investigate, and he will tell the people, so look, this guy, he's right. And I can remember one time in Dillon office, while we were there, a landlord came and issued, a document to go and guy is tenant out. Dillon, that investigation was before Dillon asked us to wait for him. We're sitting right in their office there, and the landlord and the tenant came in front of Dillon. They don't get to know that this young man who rented from the landlord, he hasn't got money to pay the rent. And Dillon asked him, you got money to pay? He said no. That day, Dillon put his hand in his pocket and pay the area that this man was owing the landlord. And besides that, he paid extra 6 months rent for the man that he don't know from nowhere. This is the Dillon the people playing with. They don't know him. I know him.
They don't really know him.
And we will stand by him. They will never bring him down. God have already airlifted him. So long he make a man to stand for Liberia people, he will always be protected by God. Thank you very much, Abie, for your show. We stand by you and we'll continue to follow you.
Thank you. The people don't know ADD. The people playing with him, but they don't know him. They don't know what the character that they're playing with. You know, in our country,
you want to bring somebody down and you want to know what are the person faking to be an agent of change, set the trap and all them no trap there. Maybe the person was faking, then they will walk inside. And you will catch them and say, yeah, they want you were faking. But you set trap for me. I get sense like that, God leading me with wisdom. Then you set trap for me, then hold the trap over there, then I'm going to walk there. See, this is what made us stupid so. So, you know, when I won the first election, 2019, in their head, they said, Dillon, a 9-month senator. 9-month senator. Yeah, that's true. I was supposed to be 9-month senator to go for re-election. But what citizens and the WIANs don't understand is that the election was postponed, thereby giving me additional months. In my first term, I served for 17 months. Since citizens calculating my salary, they said that only 9 months I was senator for before I got re-elected. So they just went away. He named himself for only 9 months. How he managed to get all the money in your account. Citizens, dear especially dumb citizens. Dear dumb citizens. I worked for 17 months in my first term that I ended during those terms. That was 17 months. So start calculating 9 months in your head from today, yeah? And my asset that I declared, you go back to it. Integrate, I understood what they call annual gross. Your annual gross means the money you pay for the whole year when they take out taxes yet. That the one they call annual gross. Your whole year money where they take out the taxes yet. That the annual gross. That one I put for the whole year in keeping with what we're taking pay with now. The whole year annual gross, that's $95,000 plus. Dear dumb citizen, annual gross means the money you're making the whole year where they take out taxes yet. The annual gross. Dear dumb citizens, on my asset declaration form, the question was, what is your annual gross? That they play where they get the $95,000 a year. Then they say, how much you get in your account? Nah. That they want to put the $24,000 US. Dear dumb citizens, including Nathaniel McGill and all those that are dumb to say Dillon work for 9 months, how can you say you get $95,000 in the account? Dear dumb citizens, annual gross means the money you expected to make for the whole year when they take out taxes yet.
Thank you. Let me take our next call. What is the name and where you calling out from?
Abie, thank you. My name is Yaya. I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Go ahead, Yaya.
Thank you, brother. You're gonna make people to know I don't know, Keff Hassan or Keff Hassan. You know, and I hate to hear a voice when I that Keff Hassan make. I don't watch Spoon TV no more. I used to be the regular follower of Spoon TV. Moment they own, I go there. But I stopped watching Spoon TV because of that guy. I don't know, Keff or Keff. I don't want to know about your name. You know, when they see good people, let me tell you, that country, I don't know, they swear them. I can say that swear. When they see good people, they will do everything to bring you down. That's our country for you. When women like men say somebody is good, somebody is straight, they will find all me just to bring you down. So that, you know, the same condition they're in, all can be in the same condition. That the maternity we get in our country. And it's very, very sad, Abie. It's sad.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
You know,
they're dumb citizens.
Since I know myself, I never see no politician that behaving like that. Dillon. And that's why I don't make you money. I don't have no money. But I make sure all the 2 campaigns are contributed. And huge amount of money, even the money I never sent to my family. So go in heaven. I know my reason I do it for. Because I love my country. But when they see good people, women, they see somebody good, they want to find me. They will find all kind of things to just bring that person down.
God are coming to you.
And I see that they don't like it. You know, that all they're looking for. That all. Nothing else.
Thank
I don't
you.
know the sweat in our country. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Carter, what is the name and where you call out from?
Yeah, how you doing? I'm calling from Maryland, USA.
Go ahead.
My name is Edwin.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for your show.
Mm-hmm.
It's very educating, but let me just comment on this Keith Hassan and
The dumb seditions?
yeah,
Hello?
they're dumb.
Yeah, you hold on.
Yeah, and this
Hello?
though.
Yeah. Calling from 6786. You hold on.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's so sad because Spoon TV is getting, I mean, they're losing interest in the show. Having Doe and Hassan is just a mockery and a disgrace for Spoon TV. Those are the two worst people because they have no sense of reasoning. Now, when Keith made that accusation on the senator, I mean, if I was the Spoon CEO of Spoon, I would have fired Keith Hassan right away because he said it that if he does not produce proof, they should not have him on the show. So there shouldn't have been any argument. Once he did not present a proof when the senator was there, automatically he would have been fired if that was me, because he said that if he does not present a proof. I mean, his comment, they are so illiterate. I understand that they're getting the real money from maybe from the government or so, and they're trying to protect, but they're too naive. That show needs to have people who can, I mean, people who can really express themselves, because you can't be on one of the
Spoon you to have a tough guy. Spoon you to have a critical mind, a like minds like Tumalin George, a like mind like that of Peabody, a like mind like Ben Savvy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be a co-host on a program like that, and then you accusing people. I thought you would have your guests come in with those kind of allegations, and then you can question. But if you the co-host, you accusing people. I mean, that's really tarnish the image of that whole program.
Thank you.
So I just want to tell you thank you for bringing it up.
Thank you.
And yeah, because what if he has to do something about those two guys. I understand he wants to balance it with the sedition, but let him bring somebody who of some intellectual, not those two Zam. I mean, they are just stupid on that program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let me bring Dom Sedition on.
You want to bring somebody down and you want to know whether the person is faking to be an agent of change, set the trap and all them no trouble. Maybe the person was faking, then they will walk inside. And you will catch them and say, yeah, they want you were faking. But you set trap for me. I get sense like that God leading me with wisdom. Then you set trap for me, then hold the trap over there, then I'm gonna walk there.
Carter, what is the name and why you calling from?
Yes, thank you, Mr. MC. My name is Elizabeth Sonny Cardi Picatier. I'm calling from Paris, France.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. MC. And I just wanted to say that we all know exactly what is going on now, that the Seditians are trying to put the super senator down, but each time they try, it fails. The only thing I came out to say, Mr. MZ, is that I hope that the senator is listening to us and watching the platform.
Are you talking to us, or are you talking to your monitor?
Oh no, I cut it off. I have no monitor here.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I mean the television. I just cut it off also.
Okay, go ahead.
Now you can. There's a noise there.
No, you good.
Okay. I can just say that if our senator is listening to us, we love you, we trust you, we supported you, we voted for you, and none of these Dorian physicians will come and pull you down. And don't forget, we are sitting down in the background, even though some of us, but we'll not let nobody to break it down. That's one. The only advice I can give you, Mr. Senator, is that you make sure when you get to America, and we have to generate funds for that. For this, how they call him,
Keff Hassan.
Keff Hassan should be able to be trained to justice. Then he gave his proof, and he was not able to give his proof to his own platform that he said he's one of the hosts there, co-hosts, and he was not able to prove it. So we're going to make him to prove it. And we have to generate funds. You let go laugh at us and say we are for people collecting money for our people there like you. And we're going to stand by it. If I can be able to get to you, say I'll do it. So that this man can be dragged to court, so that he can bring his proof. And then let me go back what you were saying, Mr. MT, is that look at this my gay who was sitting there on the platform Friday. You see that platform is not fair. When he brings people from CDC, he gave them all the time to talk. He don't ask them as a journalist. Okay, I know he's not a journalist, but at least he's playing the role. So he asked the question, all the important things that are going on in the country for the against the government we're talking about. When we see people like that on the platform, these are the questions he's supposed to ask. Ask them, why are the people dying this way? Why are the people suffering? Why there's no money in the country? All these things, etc. Why the education system is down? Why the hospital is dead? You say you go and build again another hospital when the hospital ECD is not even fixed, when the JFK is not fixed. These are the questions we're expecting Mr. Spoon to answer, to get this question, and he really wants to be fair. But he has proven that he's not fair. Me, I follow his platform. I don't follow it because I love him or I like it. It's that I follow it to be informed. I can tell everybody. Even that it's teaching, I told people, I follow Mr. Prophetic platform is to be informed also. I follow Mr. Costa platform to be informed, to be able to know what's going on in my country and to know who I can defend. But I can defend Mr. Senator Dillon 100%. That this man he came for change, and now the change that CDC came with, la CDC. I hope that they cannot say CDC. They want that the court says they Dorian them. They must get a message clear for our leader now from now on, that he's not a corrupt person, so you must carry your corruption or go accuse your own government. The government is a corrupt government, and that's what you don't want to hear. And we Liberia are not sleeping. We are making it so, and you, Hassan, you're going to go to face court. People are going to put it behind Mr. Dillon. You're going to go to court. Thank you.
Thank you. That's how we'll let to come to the very, very end of the magnificent Abraka Talk Show. Let me say thank you to Love Chile Johnson and to Princess Fonia, to Tamian Seva and Ellen Paul. And my dear sister Elizabeth Pakatier, let me thank you there. And my sister Jessica Musu Sano. Let me say thank you very much, Ruth Sarah Putu Way. Let me say thank you very much. Let me say thank you to many of you guys who are turning up here to listen to us. And let me say thank you to my own sister, Esther Kane. Let me say thank you to Deborah. Let me say thank you to Margaret A. Daxton. Let me say thank you to my own sister here. She is from all the way. Let me say thank you to Fatumata Onyuma. Let me say thank you to you all. See you Wednesday. God's word will be here Wednesday with Christmas City. I believe he will honor my invitation for him to come to the palace store so that we can discuss this the Hassan allegations against our senator, against our political leader, ADD. Umazadu Baba for now. Our last caller. Caller, what is the name and where you calling on from?
My name is Dale, calling from North Carolina.
Go ahead, make it snappy.
Yes, sir. So I got two quick contribution to make, and my observation comes from the Eugene Facon show. After the spoon talk, Facon went live and testified that Dillon is not corrupt. That's one. My second point has to do with we had McGill on the spoon talk, who named all the counties that the building hospital in, except for Bone County. So this just a point out for the Bongis. So they should know what's going on. Like if George Weah will be selective in working with the citizens of Liberia and choose certain group of people and leave certain group of people out, it's up to them to vote for him come 2023.
Okay, thank you. So now I would like to come to the very, very end of the Manessa and Abraka talk show. See you when I see you.